Hello, my dear friends. So, welcome back. Welcome to your channel Cooking Astrology. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for subscribing my channel and liking my videos, guys. Thanks a lot for your love, affection, and support. So, today in this video, let's try to understand planet Mercury placement in the sign of Gemini. What will happen when planet Mercury comes in contact with the sign of Gemini in your horoscope, and what are the kind of results this placement going to provide you? I'm going to explain in this video. First of all, if I talk about planet Mercury in Vedic Astrology, Mercury represents your analytical skills. Mercury, it is a one planet which represents your intellectual power or your intellectual abilities. Your abilities to make a decisions in your life. Mercury, it represents the businessman which is present inside you. Mercury is naturally a significator of all the banking industry, all the mutual fund, hedge fund managers, all the financial markets, share market, gambling. Everything is somewhat governed under planet Mercury. And especially in 21st century, Mercury, it is a very, very important planet because Mercury represents some aspects of money and managing money of the other individuals, like asset management companies and these kind of things. They are totally represented by planet Mercury. Also, it represents your presentation skills, your communication skills, like how well you communicate your ideas in front of other individuals. And on the other hand, the sign of Gemini, which is originally it is the sign which is ruled by planet Mercury. Gemini represents the communicative side of the life. Originally, the sign of Gemini, it is controlling your third house. And in Kal Purusha Kundli, third house represents the kind of willpower and courage which is present inside you. And whenever Mercury comes in contact with the sign of Gemini, the number one trait, this Mercury is going to give you very, very high level of cleverness. Cleverness and the diplomatic attitude. These are the number one traits that are going to be given by Mercury in this placement. Irrespective of the placement of Mercury anywhere in the horoscope, this is going to be a very, very wonderful placement. Especially Mercury in the sign of Gemini, it is going to be very beneficial if you want to handle 10 to 15 different business perspectives in your life, or if you want to handle various events in your life. Because here Mercury's whole energy, it is a air element. Gemini, it is a air element. And Mercury have the complete knowledge regarding the air entities, how to behave in certain situations, how to react in different situations, what are the kind of communication that I have to present in that field, or what are the ideas that I have to share over there. So that is why it is going to be a very, very clever placement. Especially like with any kind of, if you are a businessman and if you are having Mercury placement in the sign of Gemini, you are going to be the number one in whichever chosen field of work you can pick. You have the ability to reach to the top level, because here Mercury don't like to work hard. It is a significator of smart work. Here in the sign of Gemini, Mercury uses the hard work of other individuals. Like these individuals, they don't work much. They only utilize their communication, like just by saying and communicating, and all the team members around them, like 10 to 15 members or maybe 100 members. So they are just guiding, like you have to do this thing, that thing, this thing, that thing, and that thing. And in that way, their mind, it is getting more and more sharper in their life. Initially, especially like before the age of 24, I don't consider personally this placement that it is a very good placement, because here the person mindset is not stable. These individuals, they might go to some certain path, then again go to some certain path, again some different path, and again some different path. Because Mercury in the sign of Gemini, it is a very, very high level of energy. And in the sign of air, if the person is not very well matured, other planets are not matured enough, it means you are not going to handle that kind of energy in your life. Then the problematic part arises in the relationship aspect as well, in the career aspect as well. Especially if I talk about the relationship aspect with Mercury in the sign of Gemini, these individuals, they possess a very strong and very magnetic character inside their personality. Also, it is going to give you very, very like high level of sex appeal inside your voice as well, like through communication and these kind of things. It is going to instill you such kind of a very deep beliefs or that kind of things that is going to given by planet Mercury in the sign of Gemini. Apart from this planet in the sign of, especially in the sign of Gemini, if planet Mercury, it is getting like it is posited with especially planet Sun, then the result it is going to be change a bit, like because especially Sun in the sign of Gemini along with Mercury here, like these individuals they have to deal with lot of egoistic battles with themselves and especially with their siblings as well, because third house represents their siblings as well. So the relationship with the siblings, that is also not going to be very good. Relationship with the father, that is also not going to be very good. And especially when Mercury and Sun they combine in the sign of Gemini, here also Sun somewhat loses its energy to give you that kind of authoritative thing in your life, because in order to command 10 to 15 individuals you must have to have some kind of authority and power which have to be present inside you. And Sun in the sign of Gemini along with Mercury, here Sun somewhat loses its energy to give you that kind of a power or that kind of authoritative picture in front of the society. Because here if Sun and Mercury both are posited and if Mercury is combust over there, then other individuals they may like take advantage of you as well, because they think you are like, they think you as a very mad man or very mad people, like a stupid individual. Because Sun and Mercury, if Mercury is combust especially in the sign of Gemini, there is, I will tell you, 60 to 70% of the results which is given by Mercury, it is getting reduced to very large extent. Then you can only utilize this energy if especially planet Saturn is very well posited in your chart, then you can utilize this Mercury energy in the positive way. Otherwise it is going to be a quite a difficult placement. But it is not going to be forever, like you are thinking like, oh my goodness, I'm having Mercury combust and it is posited with planet Sun. There is nothing going to be like complete picture is nothing like that, because especially if some other benefic planet is aspecting this, and you must have to look out the house placement of the Mercury, which house if this Mercury is posited. If it is posited in the Kendra houses, in your trine houses, it is going to be a very auspicious thing. And especially in the Mercury conjunction and Sun placement in the 6th house, 8th house and in the 12th house, this is going to be quite a difficult placement. But overall, let me tell you, if Sun and Mercury are also posited over there, it is going to be a bit of a challenging, but after a certain duration of time you can reap out the positive results from the Mercury as well. Apart from this, in the case of education as well, this placement it is going to give you a lot of financial education as well. It is not like that you are going towards receiving a financial education, but your mind is programmed in such a way like you are having natural understanding of the business practices, how to start a business, how to run a business. Even a lot of entrepreneurs, especially like if you are running through Mercury Mahadasha or Mercury sub period, it is coming in between and it is posited in the sign of Gemini, I will tell you like 9 out of 10 times these individuals they find inclination towards starting their own business, because Mercury don't feel comfortable working under someone, especially if Sun is also posited over there, because then the Mercury energy it is going to feel giving in something different direction. The positive qualities of the Mercury is getting burnt out, and as soon as Mercury Antardasha, Mercury sub period it is coming, then the Mercury again try to regain its power and try to don't work under someone, and they start something of their own, like maybe small kind of a startup, any kind of a business or something small. Because Mercury in the sign of Gemini, irrespective whether it is combust, not combust, sitting with Sun, not sitting with Sun, this Mercury have the ability to start a business, like without the help of the other individuals also. Like it is not necessary you have to take help from other, because the basic understandings like how to start a business, how to play this game of the money, how to gain money, lose money, spend money, invest money, so these kind of financial understandings they are naturally present inside this Mercury. So that is why I personally in the 21st century, if you are having Mercury placement in the sign of Gemini, it is going to be excellent placement, especially if Mercury is connected with your 2nd house, 11th house and even the 7th house as well, because these houses are the business houses that are going to bring you a lot of money as well. Even the business in the field of partnerships, that is also going to be a very favorable with Mercury placement in the sign of Gemini, because 3rd house it is originally a sign which represents working in some group like of a setting as well. So the partnership business it is also going to be very beneficial with this kind of a Mercury placements in your horoscope. Even if you want to go into IT field, software, technology, any kind of a new inventions or along like Bitcoin, share market, gambling, stock market, everything. I will tell you, Mercury is naturally, like with the passage of time, you naturally feel or that find inclination towards all such activities as well, because that is the whole energy of Mercury in the sign of Gemini. So that's it, guys, from my side in this video. I hope you like the analysis. If you have any queries regarding your Mercury placement, please contact me at my mail ID. I will respond you back within 48 hours after receiving your email. So till then, if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, subscribe it below, and make sure to follow me on Instagram and Facebook as well, where I post a lot of stuff related to Vedic astrology. Till then, I'll meet you very soon in the next video. Bye bye and take care.